Alright everyone, my name is Mowmaster and welcome back to another developer change to update 0.8s. This is the filter update, and I have had a few requests about changing how interaction with pedestals works, mainly because right now you can only really insert a whole stack or take a whole stack out. I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if you could insert a full stack and take one item out, or two, or three, or something like that, something a little bit less than in and out. And so I've decided to completely redo pedestal interaction. If you're familiar with storage drawers, it's going to work a lot like that. And then upgrades and stuff will be similar, yet different. So you're going to be using both your main hand and your offhand a lot for things. And so that is the interaction. So let's kind of hop into it and what has changed. So for starters, I'm going to actually jump in survival mode here. So for starters, you put items on a pedestal with right-click still. That hasn't changed. But you can't take them off. Instead, it tells you what item is in the pedestal. If you click on a pedestal without items, obviously nothing happens. But with items, it tells you what's in there. If you left-click on it, you can pick out one item. Don't try to break it. But if you just left-click, click, you get your items. And if you shift left click, you get all your items. So that even works for our item tank here. So we have 256 stone. We now have 0 stone. So yeah, that is kind of that change. And if you want just a single item of stone or something, so instead of grabbing a whole stack at a time, you can now grab individuals, which is kind of nice. So that's the main change for items inserting and extracting. Right click to insert, left click to extract, crouch left click to pull out a full stack. Alright, so that's the main thing. If you wanted to say insert your glowstone as an upgrade to a pedestal, you would right click on it with it in your left or offhand, I guess, and it would actually insert the glowstone as a glowstone feature. So this is the ability to light up your pedestals. And right now, there's no way to get glowstone out of a pedestal. So once it's in there, it's a light source, and you have to break it to get it back out. So I guess I'll just demonstrate that. There you go. My glowstone's back. And yeah, that's how you do the glowstone. And everything else kind of works the same way. So we have capacity, range, speed upgrades, the new round robin transfer upgrades, the push particle diffuser, and the sound mufflers. So these all work pretty much the same way as well. If you throw those in your offhand, you can right-click one onto the pedestal, and you can left-click it off. So that works. Let's throw those back in my main hand, offhand. Boom, boom. So we got one in there. Now we took one out. And they, by default, will always go in your hotbar or in your inventory. They will almost never go in your offhand. That's just a vanilla mechanic. And if I need to change it, I could. Maybe. It seems like a little bit of work. But capacity upgrades, you can fit up to 5, so you can right-click until there's 5. And you can left-click them out or left-click crouch for the whole stack. So now you can actually remove those, because before you could never remove these. And yeah, so now there you go. You can now remove your augments from your pedestals if you want to. I don't know why you would, but if you want to, that option is now there. So yeah, round robin again, yoink, and it should send round robin now. Take it back out. So yeah, so the interaction has changed just a little bit there. Filters as well. If you have a filter, put one in, take one out. Oh, I guess one thing I didn't mention was if you put these in your offhand, right-click one on, take it off your offhand, and then try to left-click it out, it won't come out. You have to have a speed augment on your offhand to get it back out of the pedestal. So that is the only downside to this, is you do have to have those on your offhand to retrieve other ones from a pedestal. And that applies as well to the filters. So if we come over here, we have a filter. I don't have an inventory, do I? Sure, we'll filter for cobblestone. So boom, cobblestone. We can offhand put on a pedestal. We can take our filter swapper and do that. You'll notice there's cobblestone inside, but we put that in our offhand and right and left click, it pulls it back out. Or we can throw that in there and then do this, and the same thing works. So either a filter or a filter tool will be able to pull them out if it's in your offhand. So yeah, so that is that for filtering. The tools are the same way. So if you have a tool in your offhand, boom, edit successfully. Right click with this tool now tells you what's on the pedestal and also the enchants on the item. So that's kind of handy. Gives it a purpose now. And offhand, left click, boom, takes it out. Because tools could vary. There can be thousands of tools, and I don't want to have to support every single tool. There is no remove from pedestal option with a tool in your offhand. It has to be with a tool swapper. Or you can just break the pedestal and it'll pop out. So, oh yes, it upgrades, the main thing. So upgrades are the same way as the filters. You can offhand right-click it on, or left-click it off if you have other upgrades or the upgrade tool in your offhand. So we'll throw another one on there, swap it, and then you can see that comes off just as easy. So yeah, there you go. That is the new interaction. Hopefully you get used to it fairly fast, because I know it's going to take me a little while. But it is nicer because we can now single extract or bulk extract if we want. So that's really nice. I didn't do a test here, but I'm sure this will be just fine. If I throw those on, pull one off, yep. So there you go. There you go. That is the update, the huge change with interaction. So if you're trying to get your upgrade base off with, if you're trying to put one on, first of all, you'll notice it just goes straight in the pedestal, which is kind of nice in its own aspect, because before, if you wanted to, say, enchant one of these guys on the XP anvil and you right-click on one of the empty pedestals around the anvil, it would go into the pedestal as a upgrade and not as an item. So this removes that conflict now. But yeah, so if you're crouch right-clicking, it's not going to do anything. You'll have to actually have an upgrade in your offhand and then retrieve it that way. So, all right, I think I've yammered on enough here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.